Hey, Dragon Slayers. It's been about 3 hours since my last meal. My blood sugar is 69. My last meal was three 5 ounce cans of ahi tuna, not ahi, albacore tuna with a little bit of sriracha sauce, some salt, um, garlic powder, and salt. And then what else did I have? I also had a bushel of collard greens. So it's going to be another dense video, so I'm going to jump right into it. Today's video is all about the food history of man and the modern protein dilution. So humans have been hunter-gatherers for most of human history. Believe it or not, agriculture was only invented about 10,000 years ago. The potato only hit Europe about 400 years ago, and kale arrived on our continent maybe 200 years ago. So, domesticating plants and animals for food is pretty much a hypermodern technology in the scope of human history. Prior to the domestication of plants and animals, we only ate that which we could hunt and gather. Imagine if I dumped you off at a random location on the globe at a random time of year with nothing but a spear and a loincloth. Believe it or not, more than 98% of all plants on Earth are inedible and toxic to humans. If you don't believe me, just go outside right now and try to eat some landscaping. I'll wait. Um, so, needless to say, pre agricultural humans were eating mostly animals. As a result, we had very high protein diet. The average animal carcass yielded more protein than energy or fat. So, hunter gatherers in the Paleolithic time period, just prior to the invention of agriculture, had plenty of protein but were often energy constrained or limited by dietary energy availability. Humans have always used technology to feed ourselves. This is our superpower. We don't have particularly powerful teeth or jaws. We aren't particularly good at outrunning animals or outclimbing them. We don't have specialized body parts to directly hunt or kill anything. We can't digest cellulose like a herbivore or dig up tubers like other omnivores. But what we do have is intelligence, the ability to plan and work in groups cooperatively, and the ability to make tools. We are also excellent at throwing things, including weapons, with better strength and accuracy than any animal on Earth. We invented spears and other weapons to allow us to kill animals for food. We invented stone tools so that we could eat fatter parts of animals, such as bone marrow and brains. We also sought out energy anywhere possible, even if it meant digging up tubers for starch or brave bee stings to collect honey. Eventually, we invented agriculture and the domestication of plants and animals for food. With the invention of agriculture, we figured out how to grow starch in the form of things like grains. These foods are very low in protein and very high in carbohydrate. Starch is just a chain of glucose molecules. Agriculture significantly diluted the protein in our diets, and the result was a decline in the health of our species. Anthropologists can immediately tell if human remains came from Paleolithic hunters more than 10,000 years ago or more modern humans. Post agriculture humans had shorter stature, smaller brains, and poorer bone and dental health compared to hunter gatherers. This is a direct result of a drop in dietary quality with the advent of agriculture. More energy, but less protein and minerals. One of the problems with agriculture is that we, as humans, eat the parts of plants that have the most energy. Things like fruits, tubers, nuts, and seeds. These are the places where plants store energy and have carefully cultivated all of our plants to have the very highest energy yield possible. Take corn, for example. Corn used to be the tiny seed head of grasses, maybe the size of modern wheat today. We crossbred this until corn is a huge carbon laden monstrosity, such a high energy food that you can simply squeeze it and make both corn syrup and corn oil. Eventually, we humans took things one step too far. We invented the Industrial Revolution with the bulk refining and transport of sugar, flour, and oil. Dumping these foods into the food supply resulted in a huge amount of protein dilution. The protein to energy ratio of our diets dropped enormously. As a result, the protein to energy ratio of our bodies has also dropped by an enormous amount too. So that's a brief explanation on the history of what the protein to energy ratio used to be like in the past compared to modern day. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned because I'm going to keep breaking this down for you guys page by page, chapter by chapter, and make sure that you get all the information and understand where this is going and how you can apply it to your life. So don't forget that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.